Now let's create lobby so that user can create and join room and set his username. So I'm going to create a new image here, and I'm going to rename it as a background. Now let's go to this rect transform and hold the alt and shift key to stretch this image to whole canvas. So if I double click, and in the game view you can see that our image is stretched to whole canvas. Now I am going to change the color of this. So that's fine. And after that I am going to create a button, and I'm going to name it create room, and in the text I'm going to change it to create room. Now one other thing that you need to do is in the in the game view, let's add a resolution. So click on this plus icon and let's call it HD portrait, and the width is going to be 1920 and the height is going to be 1080. Now let's go to our canvas also, and right now you can see that on this canvas scaler our UI scale mode is constant pixel size. So what this means is that all the UI elements will have constant pixel size, but instead we are going to make it scale with screen size. So right now as you can see that it looks much better. So what this will do is actually this will scale the UI components according to this reference resolution. So we will get back to it in a later videos when we will talk about the UI in detail. So right now I am going to select this create room and press Ctrl D to duplicate it. You can do that by simply clicking on this and click on this duplicate, and I am going to in the scene view drag and drop it right here, and I am going to change the name to join room, and let's change the text to join room. Now after that we are going to create two input fields. So go to UI and click on input field and drag it right here, and I am going to rename it to input field and create room. Ctrl D to duplicate it and place it right here, and I am going to rename it to join room, and inside your each input field you will find this placeholder. So let's say enter room name, and the same thing is going to be for input field join room placeholder. Let's put 3 dots. Now after that you can also do another thing in here. The content type, you can see that we can set it to different things. So we only want name, so select name for that, And for join room, we are also going to say this is going to be only name, so no numbers are allowed in these two input fields. Now after that, we are going to create another UI image, and let's call it name screen. So after creating or joining a room, user will have to create his name so that others can know with whom they are playing with. And also I'm going to do the same thing with that. Hold alt and shift and stretch this image to full screen, and let's go to the alpha. And first select the color to black, and then maybe decrease the alpha. And on the name screen, we are going to create another button, and we are going to say name button, and we are also going to create a input field to enter the name, so right here, and we are going to rename it to input field name. And in the placeholder, we will say enter nickname. Now we can show and hide by disabling and enabling this name screen button.